Welcome in to the Kansas City Chiefs Report, powered by Chat Sports. Tyler Jones here with you. Thanks for joining us. Coming up on today's show, should the Chiefs sign Jalen Mills in free agency after being recently released by the New York Football Giants? We'll discuss that. Also, could a trade be in the works involving Lucas Niang? Is his time in Kansas City coming to a close? We'll discuss all of that and more coming up on today's program. Chiefs set to take on the Lions coming up on Saturday. We're going to be live right here on the Kansas City Chiefs Report for it. You will not want to miss it. If you want to win, like the video. Don't jinx it. I don't care that it's a preseason game. We want to win every single time the Kansas City Chiefs take the football field. If we get at least 500 likes on today's video, that guarantees victory. So don't be the reason why the Chiefs don't win because you didn't do your part in like today's video. Like the video, don't jinx it. We'll get started with today's show. Last Word on Sports is suggesting the Kansas City Chiefs sign free agent defensive back Jalen Mills, who is available after being cut by the New York Football Giants. And to give some context of this situation, ESPN's Adam Schefter put this out on Thursday. He said the following: source, Giants have released veteran defensive back Jalen Mills, who was on the NFL's non-football injury list with a calf strain. Mills is healthy now and is expected to draw interest. And what's interesting, too, about this situation, it's kind of bizarre, as he was signed by the Giants this offseason. And then he goes on the non-football injury list, was not involved in any offseason activities, and then they moved on from him. Something doesn't quite add up between Mills and the Giants and why this didn't work out, especially for a player of his magnitude, his caliber, to be let go like this. Last Word on Sports, this is their suggestion. Joshua Williams is set to start for Kansas City, and the former fourth-round pick played well in small doses last year. However, he has yet to prove he can handle a full-time starting job, so Mills could ease his transition to a larger role. Even if the Fayetteville State product is ready to go, Mills could still help out at safety. The safety duo, Brian Cook and Justin Reed, are nothing to write home about. So the new free agent could easily provide some depth for a team looking to win their third Super Bowl in as many seasons. Now, if Mills is truly healthy, if he is, and he says he is, then I don't hate the idea. But I'm still skeptical because if he's truly healthy, why was he on the non-football injury list? Something doesn't add up here. Besides that point, a depth piece potentially for this Chiefs team that could use some help in this secondary, and Mills isn't going to cost a lot, a guy that can play corner and safety. I like the idea. Let's get to know Mills a little further here. A 2016 seventh-round pick out of LSU, previously played for the Eagles, the Patriots, and the Giants, also a Super Bowl champion, so he would be joining a team with a lot of Super Bowl champions on this roster. And if you look at the numbers of what Jalen Mills has done, nothing too flashy necessarily. You can see last year, 45 tackles, 1 tackle for loss, 1 pass breakup, 2 interceptions in 2022, 1 interception in 2020. But he has played a lot of games, all 17 last year as well. You look at the coverage stats, and they weren't terrible. The completion percentage allowed about 60%. 225 yards given up, 1 touchdown, 1 pass breakup, and that 1 interception. Did allow a high QB rating, though, of 94.4. Now, if the Chiefs want to sign Mills, there is a spot for him somewhere. I don't know exactly what that is, though, because you look at this Chiefs depth chart, you got Reed and Cook holding things down as your starters, McDuffie, Johnson, and Connor as your starting corners there. Whether he's competing for a corner spot, competing for a safety spot, whether it's as a backup. I know I like what I've seen from Jaden Hicks. We talked about him the other day. I don't know exactly where he goes, but I think if you're the Kansas City Chiefs, you just say, all right, hey, we can sign him cheap, and we will find a spot for him one way or the other. Whether he's playing safety, whether he's playing corner, you can make it work for a player of his caliber. Let's ask you, should the Chiefs sign Jalen Mills? Type S for sign, P for pass. Weigh in our pinned comment today. Let us know what you think. Join us coming up on Saturday for our Chiefs Report watch party for the Chiefs preseason matchup against the Detroit Lions. Myself, Big Tex, will be here with you. We'll get our coverage started with an hour-long pregame show at 2 o'clock Central Time. You will not want to miss it, as we'll be live throughout the first half of this game, react to it in real time, have a couple drinks on hand. It's going to be highly entertaining. You will not want to miss out on it. Chiefs and Lions live right here on the Chiefs Report. Join us 2 p.m. Central Time, youtube.com/ChiefsTV. Subscribe now for free, and we'll see you then. Next up, let's talk Lucas Niang now. Lucas Niang, it has been a tough go for him with his time on this Kansas City Chiefs roster over the last few years. The 2020 pick out of TCU has really just struggled to get on the football field. And when he's been on the football field, he hasn't played well. And with the new offensive linemen the Chiefs have brought in, it seems like Niang's days are numbered at this point. And with the roster cuts coming in the next week or so, there is a good possibility that Niang is going to be moved, whether it's by trade or potentially cut. And Bleacher Report has named him as the Chiefs' top trade candidate entering roster cutdown day. Ryan Fowler saying the following: teams that are unable to ignore his injury history could take a flyer on the 25-year-old Niang, banking on his upside, the possibility that he could develop into a solid starter should he stay healthy. Personally, this is music to my ears. I am so done with Lucas Niang. He's shown you absolutely nothing. He struggled to stay healthy. At this point in time, for me, it kind of reminds me of the movie Semi-Pro when they traded Monix for a washing machine. I would take a washing machine for Lucas Niang at this juncture. But the closest thing to that is this potential trade idea that I've cooked up, which is the Chiefs receiving a 6th-round pick, giving up a 7th, so a swap that moves them up 1 round, and the Baltimore Ravens, who need a ton of help on their offensive line, getting Lucas Niang. Friend of the show, Joey Peterson, you see him on our live shows from time to time. He's now our new Ravens Rundown host, and he said this, probably, about Lucas Niang and the idea of him coming to Baltimore. Lucas Niang was born to be a Raven. We are desperate for any help we can get as Lamar can't beat Patrick Mahomes. Niang hasn't been very good in KC, but our O-line is down so bad, and we'd gladly take him. I'm sure he said that, but you get the idea. Should the Chiefs trade Lucas Niang? Y for yes, N for no. I say yes. What do you say? I better not see any no's in the chat. I'm very curious. Are there actually any Lucas Niang defenders in the streets? I don't think so. Let me know in the chat. Xavier Worthy's jersey's on sale now. Chatsports.com/Worthy. We got the home jersey, the road jersey, men's and women's options, and free shipping available. Go see for yourself. Chatsports.com/Worthy. The link is in the comments and the description of today's video. Get yours today. Chatsports.com/Worthy. Now, I am a big fan of Brett Veach. Brett Veach has done a terrific job with the Kansas City Chiefs. He is, without question, the best GM in the National Football League. But not everybody's perfect, and that's okay. Lucas Niang, for me, is one of the worst draft selections the Chiefs have made in recent memory. And sometimes you just got to count your losses and move on. I think that's the case here with Lucas Niang. Casey Kingdom described the situation with Niang, saying the following: Niang's uphill climb only became steeper with the Chiefs adding promising rookie offensive linemen King, Hunter, and CJ through the 2024 draft. That's without mentioning how the 6'8", 313-pound Ethan Driscoll and international project Chu Godric also won't make the ex-Horned Frogs' life any easier. Niang showed potential early in his career, but any signs of promise have been buried by underwhelming performances. If you need a visual of those underwhelming performances, hide the women and children, because these PFF grades are not good from 2023. An overall grade of 47.4. A pass block grade of 56.5, a run block grade of 48.4. He didn't give up any stacks, so I guess that's nice. But other than that, it's pretty much Jover for Lucas Niang at this point. Who is a player the Chiefs should trade? Whether it's Lucas Niang or it's somebody else, who do you want out of here? Way in the comments section, give me a name that you want to see the Chiefs move on from, and let us know. If you enjoyed today's show, like the video. Let's do our part to get that win against the Lions. We will see you then. Thanks for joining us. Have a great day. We'll see you next time here on the Chiefs Report.